Are you looking for the best metal detector? In this video, we will look at some of the best metal detectors on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1, if you're interested in getting started, there are lots of options for great metal detectors. While a lot of models are designed for experienced hobbyists and can cost several $100s, there are budget and beginner-friendly versions available with simplified controls and lightweight designs for introducing you to metal detecting. There are even starter kits for small children who want to start metal detecting. Experienced coin hunters and search and salvage professionals can spend thousands on high-end, very sophisticated metal detectors capable of finding objects buried several feet underground and even deep underwater. To help you figure out where to start when shopping for a metal detector, I've put together a list of the 5 best available to buy. I've broken down their features and price points to help you decide which is the right fit for your experience level as well as your budget. The Bounty Hunter Tracker IV is an excellent metal detector for both beginners and seasoned hobbyists. It has a very budget-friendly price of about $85, so if you decide that metal detecting isn't your cup of tea, you will not have wasted a lot of money. With its separate modes for ferrous and non-ferrous materials, you can hunt for everything from scrap steel and aluminum to gold jewelry and silver coins. The 8-inch detection coil is water-resistant, so you can search damp areas, streams, ponds, and beaches worry-free. The control box has simple dials and an easy-to-read meter for adjusting sensitivity and metal identification of objects buried up to 2 feet underground. It also uses different tones for different metals to help beginners understand what they're likely to find in an area. The Tracker IV features a ground balance filter to help reduce interference from minerals in the soil or sand and prevent false positives. It's powered by 2 9-volt batteries and weighs just over 4 pounds, making it easier to use and maneuver. Number 2. Metal detectors can be great fun. Hunting for treasure is, after all, an exciting hobby with the lure of finding potential riches, or just a cool old coin or rare bottle cap. But they can also be practical, allowing you to gather up discarded nails, screws, and other supplies, or even helping you locate an important relic or memento that might have gotten accidentally buried on a job site. After careful evaluation and some hands-on detecting time, these are my recommendations for the best metal detectors plus buying advice so you can find the right one for you. The Expert. As the former owner of a construction business, I've used metal detectors on job sites for more than a decade to identify discarded supplies and various pieces of scrap. From a more leisurely perspective, my husband and I have taken our kids treasure hunting on a variety of beaches along the East Coast and in forests throughout the Northeast. We've also searched for buried treasure in our own backyard. We live in a house built in the 1800s and still occasionally find random items apparently discarded by previous owners years ago. The type of metal detector you choose will depend mainly on what type of loot you are searching for and where you will be looking for it. There are generally 3 types of metal detectors for different purposes: land-based coin and relic hunting, beach and underwater detecting, and prospecting for gold. Beach and underwater detectors tend to be more robust and rust-resistant to protect against corrosion from sea air and salt water. They're also waterproof, or have waterproof components, and designed to detect through water and sand, which have different properties than dry dirt. Number 3. The XP Metal Detectors site is designed to be particularly attentive to the needs of its customers. For this, we use cookies, which aim to signal your passage on our site. The purpose of this section is to explain to you how we use computer cookies, the advantages that this gives you, and, if you wish, the method to deactivate these cookies. A cookie is a computer file in text format which is saved on your hard drive when you visit a website such as XP Metal Detectors. The cookies we use allow us to store data about you in order to personalize and facilitate your navigation during your next visits, for example, pages visited, date and time, and password. A cookie does not allow us to identify you, it only records your IP address, identification number of your computer. Cookies are placed on your computer for a period determined according to their functions. We distinguish 2 types of cookies: cookies issued by XP Metal Detectors and cookies issued by the applications of our partners. To optimize the website's services and support for purchasing, we may use your navigation data through cookies managed by our partners. Like the cookies used by XP Metal Detectors, this data is completely anonymous. These applications allow us to be more reactive to respond directly to your needs. Number 4. Minelab Vanquish 540 is the upper end the new Vanquish series. With advanced technology not found in more expensive machines and turn-on-and-go usability combined with a lightweight, compact design, this is the ultimate machine for the beginner to intermediate detectorist and a serious backup for the expert. The 540 model comes with the larger V12 search coil as standard, giving improved depth. Offering 3 preset detecting modes plus pinpoint and all metal modes, the Vanquish 540 will take your detecting to the next level. With additional iron bias control and 25 discrimination segments, you have fine control to decide the metals you accept, while an all-metal shortcut button lets you quickly accept everything. The Vanquish 540 also includes a red backlight display, headphones, rain cover, arm strap, skid plate and Bluetooth aptX low-latency wireless audio capability, all for under £400. Probably the most exciting feature of the Vanquish series, which puts it way ahead of others in its price range and above, is the inclusion of Minelab's unique multi-IQ simultaneous multi-frequency technology, as seen in the Equinox series, which made it a real game changer in the metal detecting world and by far the best-selling metal detector in 2018, 2019 and probably all time to date. All the Vanquish series detectors operate on 3 frequencies, low, medium and high simultaneously, giving you the best of all worlds whatever you are searching for. What sets multi-IQ apart from other so-called multi-frequency systems is that it is true simultaneous multi-frequency. That is, you are transmitting and receiving on all supported frequencies at the same time, as opposed to selecting just one frequency from a given range to use at any one time, which is probably better described as switchable frequency. Switching frequency is effectively like swapping one single frequency coil for another, without physically swapping it. With Minelab's simultaneous multi-frequency, it's like using all your coils in one sweep of your machine.